Let's dive into this little list of stocks I got here. We're going to start out with ALKS. So we could see here this AKLS has been pretty volatile with these moves on the daily chart, just really just wearing everyone out. Um, Maybe this last shakeout right here, you can see this on the 30-minute time frame, was the last shakeout that we needed. This rallied up and it's pulling back. So I'm looking for something in this area to consolidate. This may need some more time to set up, but I'm looking for something this to set up in this 28.24 with this 27.85. Maybe this could potentially be the higher low that we could get some energy, start to chop up and build some energy up and push this stock up. Let's take it over to the weekly time frame. We could see here, we'll remove these drawings, and we could see here that we are been moving sideways since the 21st of October, and we're starting to break out of this consolidation and get a little ascending flag type of position, and then digging in even deeper. This previous level of resistance is climbing the ladder here and can now potentially act as support. So that's the ALKS. I'll be looking for deleting my drawings here. This 28.22, 27.89. We got VRDN. So we could see this stock is trading above its 50-day moving average, 20-day moving average. The data on the 20-day moving average will start to drop off, which will allow that to continue to rise. The year-to-date VWAP price just closed above. The one thing I don't like about this stock is that it just rallied like 91% in like 20 days or so, a little over 20 days of data. But maybe there's something going on, and this wants to get pushing up into this 32 area, or maybe back up to this 23 area. Excuse me, back up into this 26 area, or back up into this 32 area. Yeah. So what I'm looking for, we'll bring this on the weekly time frame. Okay, we could see big push up, just been consolidating in this area. It has some epic failures at this price level. So we'll see, does this want to break out and maybe get back in, just like we talked about, to that 32? I think there could be a lower risk setup here. We got to rally to a new high above a flat to rising 5-day moving average. Maybe we could get a pullback into this 23 area and then break this 24.31, and basically this worst case stop is at 23.22. Or if we do get that pullback and rise, we could set up a stop up in this higher low area with a stop there and an entry on the break of there. So that's VRDN. Take it into GD. Had this one on the watch list before for this breakout. Failed. Held this VWAP from this handoff of the year-to-date VWAP price. Here's the year-to-date VWAP. Tuesday, the January 2nd. Found some buyers. We got a VWAP that handed off. It's holding this VWAP. Held back to it recently and just pushed into that year-to-date volume weighted average price high, the high of the year, which we could see has been a area of resistance and some supply. So I missed this trade, full disclosure, but I was setting something up here on this decline. Look for this curling on the 5-day, and ideally the stop could have been there or the stop could have been there. So we'll see if this wants to pull back into this area, and we could get a similar setup for an entry at this 301.15 with a maybe potential stop at this 299, or give it a little bit more room at this 297 underneath this recent trough here underneath the 5-day moving average. INCY is our next stock on the list. So we have rising 20-day moving average. The data will start to drop off over the next couple trading days here. So that will allow that 20-day moving average to continue to flatten out now. we have a 50-day moving average that's starting to flatten out and rise. That 50-day moving average will continue to rise as data is replaced with new higher prices at 66.80 and above. And with the previous data 50 days ago, it's 61. So we have a key inflection that we're trading above this year-to-date volume weighted average price. We could see this red line has been resistance. Now we have lower lows and lower highs, and now potential trend change of higher highs and higher lows. So I'm thinking this could potentially be a setup here. We got a rally to a new high above a flat to rising 5-day moving average. Maybe this is as simple as just purchasing this at the 67.06 or to stop at 66.07 or 65.63 underneath this low in the gap and the 5-day moving average and 20-day moving average. We're going into FIP. We have a year-to-date volume high price, VWAP high, same situation, acting as resistance, and now we can see it acting as support in this area. So maybe this is as simple as making a purchase at 954 or to stop under 940. Okay, what I'm looking at here is on Thursday, this data will be dropped off on the 5-day moving average here. So we could see that if price starts to break above this 952, 954, the 5-day moving average will start to flatten out. And on Thursday, if we're holding this 950 area, it'll start to rise. So that maybe that could fuel our push up into this 1029 area, 980 to potentially maybe, 1023 area. We can look at this on the weekly as well. It's been running. It's been a relentless uptrend, so just maybe this could set up now that it's been consolidating. Maybe we got a cup and a little handle start to form here on the weekly. Means nothing to me. It's just higher highs and higher lows. It's the psychology of the stock. So let's get into the last remaining stocks here. Toast, believe, is setting up for another potential play. We rode this one pretty nice down here. Just really, as it broke up, it consolidated, set that higher low here at the stop there and caught some. And we got out on the break down up in this area as it started to break down. So this could be potentially setting out. We got this strength, little shakeout at this 20-day moving average. All right, same situation here. Just a pretty big aggressive run. Just keeping in mind, we're up from this recent trough here. We've hit a threshold of 30% in 27 bars. So, this could need a little breather and end up coming back here. However, maybe this is it's already kind of gapping up from where I wanted. Maybe this could pull back into this 28.50 area and break back above 28.71. And we could look to take some off at 29.50 and get some continuation. The 5-day moving average will start to flatten out, not really till Friday. Well, if we trade up here right now, it will flatten out. So if we hold this 28.40, the 5-day moving average will continue to flatten out and rise. And on Friday, you could see we drop off. So if we're trading in this area, it'll continue to rise and we can maybe get some forward push upward. EBS, it's a very similar setup. See the story? Year-to-date VWAP, average sellers losing control of the stock. This could be where we're starting to squeeze and maybe we could get some some people wanting to break even that we're buying up in here and chasing and pushing and playing this breakout, right? So maybe this could be our break even at this 1073, 1150 area. So what I'm looking for here is on the 5-day moving average, you could start to see we'll start to drop off all this data. We'll start to drop off from today and tomorrow. So if we could get a pullback into this 902, 887 and break this 918, I think this could be a higher low and we could participate here and look for that continued push into 953, 986, and maybe get up into that 11. Hopefully this was helpful.